We've been very grateful that we've been able to come on this trip, and together with Assistant Minister Selain Tonga and also the government agencies that we came with, and also the RFMF personnel that their role was actually look at the logistics part of providing the rations and actually sending it out. We came initially to Vanuabalavu, Loma Loma, and also thinking of Loma Loma and also thinking of Molebu. We visited both. There's a few things we've been doing. Number one is actually the assessment that's done by Minister of Environment, Waterways, Agriculture, Roads on the effects of the tsunami. We also did our assessments from the Minister of Health and also the talent sessions that we have with the elders in the tikinas that we've gone to. One thing that is certain, and as a summary of what we've seen, the water so far we've noted from the test that the Ministry of Environment has done that the water is safe to drink in Lau. We've also noted that whilst there has been tsunami and the waves have gone into some of the villages, but it's not significant to actually damage their agricultural component and also the food. From a health perspective, almost all the islands in Lau have achieved more than 80%, or in the case of Lakeba and Moala, 95% vaccination. So it's quite pleasing that we've been able to come to Loma Loma and Molebu initially. We've been able to talk to them. We've also visited the schools and gave them sanitisers and also beds and masks, and talk to the teachers about how best we can support them in their role and as we return to school. We then came across to Lakeba. We did the same as we did in Vanuabalavu. The teams went out, did their own assessments, water testing, looked at the damage that was caused by the tsunami. Whilst we had a discussion with our team on the island, we talked about some of the issues that they were facing, the fact that they were a very young team, and certainly they needed some wise heads to be able to keep them on the straight and narrow sometimes. And we also made it very certain to them that at this time, with the trust that our people have placed upon the Minister of Health, it's important to maintain that trust. We also had a talano with Vanua. And then we came here. Today we've been here in Moala. We reached here in the morning. We had a CVCU, then we had our assessments right throughout Moala, including both Moala Lebu and Moala Leilai. We came back to Naroi in the afternoon and again sat down with Vanua and discussed some of the issues that were pertinent to them, not only in terms of the tsunami, but also some of the issues that have been long-standing. We looked at some of the issues, for example, like some of the upgrades that we needed to do with roads. Overall, it's been a pleasant trip. Pleasant in the fact that we have hard-working civil servants and RFMF personnel who wake up very early and go out and serve the community and come back very late. Weathering the storm of traveling from island to island. I really take my hat off to them. And also pleasant in the fact that we've been met by hard-working civil servants on the islands who are really progressing the objective and the aim that we have of making sure that we reach the unreached and leave no one behind as we move forward together. And also pleasant in the fact that the Vanua has been not necessarily just accommodating, but the fact that they are willing to sit with us and listen and willing to actually discuss with us how best we can work together. And I'm very pleased. As a Lauan, I have been very pleased, and as I said, I'm really thankful to the civil servants for the hard work they're doing. The team that of 30 that came with us here, including the RFMA personnel, and also the teams that are on the island. So once again, from Moala, and at the completion of our tour here, we'd like to say, to our teams and also the teams on the island, Malo Valiva Vandakai, Malo Valiva Kauai, Salalomo Tuyani. We're going back to Vitilevu. We'll see you soon. Thank you.